Please.
Mr. President, James Bays from Al Jazeera. You are the longest-serving ambassador on the Security Council, more than 10 years in your post. You know better than anyone the main purpose to uphold international peace and security. How do you then explain the fact that your country is carrying out an indiscriminate bombardment along with its Syrian allies, killing civilians, women and children in eastern Aleppo in defiance of international humanitarian law?
Well, first of all, of course, I cannot subscribe to the less than elegant phrasing of your question. I understand where you are coming from. Well, had it not been for our involvement in Syria, it might well be that the black flags would be flying over Damascus. You know, it could well be. So this is the reality of the situation, and this is the reality of the situation that Nusra moved to eastern Aleppo. The UN people, Stefan de Mistura, in the open chamber of the Security Council, said like half of the fighters, and we think that maybe slightly over half of the fighters are Nusra. They are keeping the civilian population hostage. What we wanted to do is to have a very close cooperation with the United States to fight Nusra as together as we possibly can, given all the political circumstances. Unfortunately, it didn't work out from the perspective of the United States. In the process of the past few weeks, after September 9 arrangements were reached, we have seen numerous violations by Nusra and others sort of cooperating with Nusra of the cessation of hostilities regime. We have seen them launching a major offensive, I think, to the south of Aleppo, where they were threatening to encircle around 1.5 million people in that area. So we see an extremely dramatic situation where we must make sure that the Nusra influence is not going to continue to spread, at least in the eastern parts of the country, and they have been trying to go on the offensive in some areas like the Hama area between Damascus and Aleppo. So unfortunately, this thing has allowed to degenerate to this kind of a level where you can see dramatic TV pictures. I have no doubt that our military are trying to do their best in order to avoid civilian casualties. But
a very quick follow-up.
Yeah, please.
If you would, Ambassador. I know you're a loyal servant of your country, but do you not feel at all uncomfortable defending this bombardment going on right now?
No, I feel very uncomfortable to see this situation. I do, and I would prefer Syria to be quite a peaceful country. I visited Syria some years ago when it was the model of moderation and tolerance in the Middle East. But then things were blown up the way they were blown up, and it was one of the most prosperous countries in the Middle East as well. I would prefer to see the Syria I saw some years ago, and it was not our fault that it was pushed in the direction it was pushed into.